Well, hello there, and thank you so much for joining me for this quick art lesson on how to draw a Trojan horse. I'm going to take you through the steps on how to draw this horse using simple shapes and lines, and then if you want to, eventually you can color it and finish it up and add more details to the background if you'd like, but I'm just going to show you quickly how to draw this Trojan horse. Now with this lesson, you're going to have access to art appreciation questions and images for you to look at a little bit more in depth. And I also list some websites that you can check out about the Iliad and the Odyssey. And I also have a few books that you could probably check out from the library or maybe order off of Amazon. Unfortunately, the books that I ordered off of Amazon haven't arrived by the time of this shooting. Otherwise, I would have put them here for you to see them, but I'll just flash a picture up there real quick. There aren't any affiliate links or anything like that. Mine are on back order. I would love to have them here. My kids and I are going to study Greek history this coming month, and so I ordered the books. Otherwise, I would just get them straight from the library. But anyway, let's get started. What you're going to need today is a piece of paper and a pencil, and then later on your own, you can color this with markers or crayons or colored pencils, maybe paint it if you want to. But that's all you're going to need for right now. And before you go get your supplies, I just wanted to show you something. My daughter, my middle child, who's 7 at the moment, saw this drawing upstairs and decided to draw it on her own without me talking to her about it or anything, and I just wanted to share it with you. She brought it downstairs and showed it to me, and I thought she did an awesome job. And I love seeing kids' artwork because it's so freeing. It's just so, I just love it. I think it's just great when kids draw anything. So I hope you have fun with this lesson. Oh, one more thing. You also get 30 days of ancient Greek drawing ideas with this lesson. So you can download this, and if you want to spend some time looking up some of this stuff, I say you might have to research what some of these things are in order to draw them. But I've got a list of 30 different ancient Greek things that you could draw this month if you'd like. And well, go grab your supplies and come on back and we'll get started with our drawing. All right, before we begin drawing, I wanted to show you both my practice drawing and my finished drawing, just so you could see the progress or the process of this piece of artwork. Now, if you look carefully, you'll see, I'll bring it close up to the screen, you're going to see all these different pencil lines and different marks. I do not draw something perfect the first time, and I really I don't think I ever draw anything perfect, to be perfectly honest. But I did want to show you that it does take some practice and it does take some time. And down here I was trying to figure out, well, what kind of legs do I want to have on the horse? Do I want to make the horse look realistic, or do I want to make it look boxy? Because if you know the story, or if you know anything about it, this was a gigantic horse that was built out of wood, and the army, or some army men, actually hid inside this horse. So I finally decided to make the legs look boxy and straight rather than more realistic like a real horse. Now in these paintings, you'll notice a difference, because in these paintings, this artist created this horse to look realistic with men pulling on it. And then in this one as well, this one looks a little bit more stylized, a little bit more like it could be made out of wood compared to this one. But I'm just going to keep it simple with simple shapes for you, and then you can take it from there and do whatever you'd like with it. Now, ordinarily, if you've been around for a while or seen any of my other art lessons, I usually draw with this fine point Sharpie pen. But because we're going to be making so many shapes and erasing things, I didn't want it to get too confusing on the paper, so I'm going to try to draw with a pencil, and hopefully you can see that up on your screen really well. Okay, and then we can finish it up with a fine point Sharpie pen later on our own to clean up the area. So I'm going to keep this here for you so you can see this, and we're going to all right, so let's get started. Now I have my paper turned horizontally so that we have a lot of space to work with here. And basically in the center of my paper, I'm going to draw a rectangle. Now watch what I do first, and then you can draw your rectangle, but we don't want it too long and too skinny. I'm going to try to keep it a shorter, fatter rectangle. So I'm just going to draw, yep, and you can see, I'm just making sure you can see with the pencil. So a rectangle similar to this. Notice I'm not trying to make perfect lines. I'm not trying to make them straight, exactly straight, and I'm just kind of getting the idea here. And I'm also not pushing hard with my pencil. Now look up here. If I push hard with my pencil and you see that line really well, what happens if I want to go back and erase it? Because I didn't like that line being there. you can still see it even on the screen. So we don't want to push too hard with our pencils when we're drawing, okay? The lighter you push, the better, because we're going to be erasing a lot today. Now, let's look at the shape of this head right here. It's a big arch, right? So in this area, about right here, I'm just going to kind of draw an arch. Okay, you see that? Good. Now, the head comes down, so I'm going to put an angled line here, here, and here. So 3 angled lines for the head. Okay, and I may adjust that in a little bit, I don't know, but for right now, that's where I'm going to leave it. And then this is just going to be a little curved line right there. All right, so right now I've got the head, I've got the body, and we only have a few more things to add to get the shape of this. So we've got a triangle over here for an ear. So draw a triangle over here. And then the hair, or the mane, I should say, follows that curved line around. And again, notice I'm not pushing too hard with my pencil. Okay, so we have that. But now we don't want this to look like a box. So what we're going to do over here, draw an angled line and a curved line connecting these two pieces. Now if I'm going too fast at any point, please pause the video, work on what you need to work on, and then come back to the video. Okay, so right now we've got this angled line and a curved line. Now I want to try to make these legs down here. So I'm going to make yet another angled line and then bring down the leg straight. Okay, so there's that. And I'll go back and erase this. Well, let's just erase it right now so we don't get so confused. All right, now over here on this part, the head kind of comes about right here, and this is angled just a little bit like this. So we can erase this a little bit, erase some of these areas, just so you can see, okay? And then I'm going to bring, maybe this needs to come down just a little bit more. One leg here. We'll add the second leg in just a minute. Okay, so this kind of gives us an idea, but I want to angle these lines, and I'm going to keep it straight across, because remember, this was a wooden horse where men are all hidden inside of here, right? So I'm just going to keep it straight rather than kind of curve it down here. And if you want, you could even keep this straight if you want it to appear more boxy. All right, so now I'm going to do an angled line for the feet. Okay, you can erase this line. Kind of erase it as we go so we can kind of see what we're doing here. All right, and then to make the second leg, I'm just going to draw parallel lines, okay, vertical lines, and another angle. And then over here, parallel line, and an angle. Now, it's going to be on some sort of platform because they had to move the horse somehow, right? You know, they were trying to trick the people behind the wall. And so they put it on this great platform and they wheeled it in as a nice prize or a nice present. It was a big trick. Read the story and hear all about it. So now I've got a long, skinny rectangle down here at the bottom. And if you want to put, you can decide how many wheels you want. I'm just going to put 2 wheels. So I'm going to sort of center my circle here and here. Notice I go around a couple of times to get a good shape of the circle. And then on the inside, draw a little diamond. Okay, and then of course you would erase these lines. Okay, now let's add some details to our horse. All right, we want to maybe add a decorative collar. Again, it was a present, so they're trying to make it look pretty. You can add any details you want to this whatsoever. And if you want to put some circles in there, you can. Maybe some flowers. You decide. All right, the eye. All I'm going to do is just draw a curved line like that. And then for the nose, a little circle Again, this was made out of wood. They could have painted it. We don't know. It is a myth. So, and then for the tail, another big curved line. And that's basically it. There is your horse. Your horse. This was a very simple horse to draw. If you wanted to go back and change some things out, you can. If you want to, you know, obviously you got some lines there that you can still see. So once you trace over it again with either a Sharpie pen or a Sharpie marker, you can go back and erase all those pencil lines. Hopefully you didn't push too hard with your pencil lines. If you wanted to, now you can take it and, you know, draw a horizon line back here showing that there's a ground. Maybe over here you would maybe draw the entrance to the fort or the fortress. I don't know. Maybe over here you want to draw some people hanging off. Whatever you want to do. It's your Trojan horse, and I hope you had fun drawing this. I'd love to see your finished artwork when you're done, and have fun with this. And I hope you enjoy the story, and hope you enjoy studying ancient Greece. Have a fun time. Talk to you later. Bye bye.